Hello yogis, thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Sadie and today I will be taking you through a very short stretching exercise mainly based around the quads and the legs. So let's hop on the mat. You will need a yoga block for this practice, so make sure that you have one handy. And other than that, we'll get started. Alright, so we'll come to our backs, grabbing our block, feet pressing against the mat. We'll lift the hips up, just enough to slide the block underneath the hips, the second highest level. And then allow your seat to come down. Really feeling the changes in the body when we come into this first inversion. On our next breath, we'll press the feet down and lift the hips just slightly off the block so we can adjust down to the lowest level, lowering the seat back down. We'll pull the right knee into the chest, extending the left leg nice and long. And we'll start to bend the left leg, keeping the knee pointed out to the left side. So it wants to feel like a half butterfly pose, bending that knee in. And then we'll reach the right arm down and around to grab a hold of the left foot. This is a deep, deep quad stretch. So once you get here, try to keep your breathing steady. Letting the weight of the left leg pull down to the earth. And gently release the left leg. Bring it back to the mat, and then release the right. We'll switch legs. Left knee comes into the chest. We'll extend the right leg. keeping the knee facing the right wall. We'll start to bend the right leg, kicking that heel up towards the left glute. We'll reach that left arm down and try to grab a hold of the right foot, letting the right knee drop down. And keep the facial muscles soft here. Breathing steady. And we'll release the right leg, coming back, sole of the foot on the ground, and then we release the left leg too. Let's press both hips up, coming into our bridge pose, squeezing the knees towards each other. We'll remove the block from underneath us. Holding here. We'll reach the arms all the way behind us, reaching the fingertips as far away as we can, as we slowly, inch by inch, roll down upper back, mid back, low back, and tail. Letting the arms fall back to our sides. We'll slowly roll to sit up and come to all fours. Let's drop the belly, looking forward. And as we exhale, curving the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, curve and round. We'll come back to neutral. Sending the right leg back, toe pressing against the mat. We'll just rock forward and back. We'll take that right leg, pull it in towards the nose, and step it in between the hands. Feel free to make any adjustments that you need to get to this position. And we're in a low lunge, back knee dropped. We'll come into our half split, so tugging the hips back, flexing the right toes, folding over the right leg. And if we find that the hips are sitting back a little bit too far, we can adjust that front heel a little bit more forward. We'll slowly start to move back onto that front foot. Low lunge. Heel toe the right foot out to the edge of the yoga mat. We'll bring both hands inside. And dropping those hips down. We'll reach the right arm all the way up and back, twisting to the back of the room. And then if we want to take this deeper, We'll kick up that left leg, grabbing a hold of the foot. Breathing here. We'll gently release. Hands come back down. We'll swivel the left toes to the back right corner of the mat. So sitting the hips back, and we'll swivel those toes. So we're in a bridge variation, but facing the upper left corner. We'll place the right hand down and reach the left arm up. Left arm comes back down. We'll swivel the left toes back and bring the right knee down to meet the left. All fours. Dropping the belly, cow pose. Big inhale. And exhale to curve the spine. Dropping the belly, inhaling. And exhale, round the spine. Coming back to neutral. We'll extend the left leg this time, the ball of the foot connecting with the mat. And take a few rocks forward and back.
So you're saying, that
we'll draw that knee to the nose. And step it up and through, low lunge. Fingertips on the ground, we're pressing those hips down and forward. And we'll come into our half splits. Ardha Hanuman. Flexing those front toes. Maybe sliding the heel out a couple more inches.
So what was the
And we'll roll back forward onto that left foot. Hands coming to the inside, we'll heel toe the left foot out as wide as the yoga mat. Hands coming down into this lizard variation. Left arm reaches forward and all the way back. And if we did it on the first side, we'll kick that right leg up, grabbing onto the front of the foot. From here, we want to press those shoulders down. Sink the hips low.
So what was your original?
Breathing deeply here. And we'll softly release that leg down, bringing the left hand back down to the mat. And we'll start to swivel the right toes to the back left corner of the mat. So shifting the hips back, we'll shift those toes. Left hand plants on the inside of the left leg. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Right arm comes back down. We'll plant the hands, shifting the right leg back to neutral, and the left leg comes to meet it back to neutral. We'll open the knees nice and wide, toes together, and sink those hips back and down. And take a moment here to notice the breath, notice the new openness in those legs. We'll start to walk it back to the thighs. Coming to a comfortable seated position. We will finish here today, so draw the hands together at the heart. We'll take one final breath together. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.